everyone, and today we are going to talk about completing the square.
So from our previous video, we learned how to factor polynomials. Again, link in the description if you want to watch it. But the thing is that not all polynomials can be factored. You know what I mean? Because, not all polynomials can be factored, because if we do some math of some very specific polynomials, they can't be factored. So we have to go through this idea called completing the square. Now, let's see what this idea is. But first, we need to start with a polynomial. 2x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Remember, the equals to 0 is for reasons. Now, if we do all the math and do the FOIL method in reverse by using the quadratic equation, we find this. Now we can square this, one of them, because it's 1 times that same thing. And then if x equals to -1, then -1 plus +1, then it'll be 0 squared, so it'll be 0 equals to 0, which means that this polynomial cannot be factored. I know it's a little out of nowhere, but just do it. But this polynomial is a perfect square. That fact is important because this cannot be factored. Let's say -6 will be over here. Now, to turn this to the 1 and first find out the factors that would be possible. You know what I mean? But none of these factors would multiply up to that, thing. Just watch my FOIL method, my previous video about the quadratic equation. That way you can understand better. So basically, if we do a lot of math, we can find out that x squared plus 2x will be equal to 6, because plus 6 to cut the 6, and again in here plus 6. Now if we add 1 here, we certainly have a polynomial that cannot be factored. So if we go to the two binomials, let me add the square, then add the square root of it to say for the square root of 7. Now here, these cancel out, leaving x plus 1, which equals to positive or negative square root of 7 plus 1. Because there will be, other things. Actually, this will be -1. I'm sorry. We'll take 1 from both sides, because, this wouldn't be correct if we checked out. So, now, as we can see here, I know this tutorial is a little confusing because I'm just kind of straightforward going to the math, but so with that out of the way, you need to know that, now since this is positive to negative, positive or negative, because it could be any one of them. We have two solutions for this. Now, if we cut the 1, we can get back the x. Now, if there's two solutions to this, it could be 7 square root of 7 minus 1, or negative square root of 7 minus 1. I know it isn't that precise, but this is two possible solutions, and that is all that matters. Okay? We don't care about how precise or imprecise it is. We have to know that as long as it has two or more solutions, we can get the factor. So this is the solution to x, and that's how you factor this. Let's see another example so that you know we mastered this. Now we have another polynomial here, which is x squared plus 6x minus 2. Now if we add 2 to both sides, yes, this time I'm showing what I'm doing. Again, I'll link my whole algebra tutorial, the entire playlist, in the description, because other polynomial videos like the distributive property and simplifying polynomials, or even way back at algebra basics and problems video, and other videos about solving equations, all of those videos would be important. So again, link in the description if you don't know what's happening. So x squared plus 6 will be 2. Now by this we can add 9 to both sides, and we just made the polynomial even bigger, the trinomial. Now, using the FOIL method in reverse, using the quadratic equation, we can find out the two binomials, and if we multiply them together, will be x plus 3 whole square, which will be equal to 11. And since this is an exponent, you can watch my exponents in algebra video, which again, link in the description. To solve an exponent, we need the same square root, and again to both sides, so that our balance scale, or let's just say equal sign, doesn't, this statement won't be wrong. So if we cut all these down, we can clearly say that this will be positive or negative 11. Now you already know I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, so that I can cut this and put x all by itself, and the factor would be either positive 11 minus 3 or negative 11, negative square root of 11 minus 3. I know again this isn't very precise than if it was, factorable, but as long as it's two answers, then it will be all right. So with those two examples, we might have an idea how completing the square will help you factor some polynomials or trinomials that cannot be factored. And note that the answer won't be very precise because of the method, but as long as it has two possible solutions, it will be all good. So that's all there is to it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. But you make sure to subscribe to my channel, like, comment of what you thought of the video, share, and everything. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.